Welcome, Cancer, to your October 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Happy Halloween to all of you that celebrate Halloween in your part of the world. I hope you have lots of fun. Now, just before we start, if you would like a mini reading from me, all you need to do is click the thanks button below, nominate the amount you would like to give. In the comment section below, write your question or what you'd like me to focus on when I do your reading. I will film your video just like I'm doing now, and I will leave a link in response to your comment, so you'll be able to just click on that link and it will take you directly to your mini reading. Now, I've had people leave a donation or leave a thanks and then not put a question or not put a comment, so I'm not able to put the link anywhere for them to see. So if that was you, if one of you left me some donation, a thanks, and you were waiting for a reading, then please reach out to me again and I will put the link on that new comment. Now, let's get into your reading. And wow, look at this, Cancer. You have 3 8s. Now, I don't believe in coincidences, and I always like to look at synchronicities like that. And I mean, to get multiple 8s are an indicator of such great progress and activity in your life. So I feel like you are absolutely starting out October with a lot of activity, a lot of fast moving energy there in that 8 of Wands, busy kind of stuff. But, you know, a lot of 8s also tell you about accomplishments through your concerted efforts. And I feel like 8 is a number of great power. I mean, if you turn an 8 on its side, it's like that symbol of infinity, and it represents self-fulfilling prophecies. So keep your hopes really optimistic, because they're going to be rewarded with success. And if you give in to your fear, though, that will likely manifest as well. You know, all your fears will manifest what you are really worried about. So you have to be careful in that regard as well. I feel like this is so powerful and so positive, though. I mean, you start out with the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, it's a card of leaving a lot of sadness, leaving something that doesn't serve you behind. And for a lot of you, this can be to do with a career. I mean, you know, I'm jumping all over the place here, but the messages just come out at me like that, like they just jump out at me. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be an absolute new job opportunity coming in here for you, just because you have that Page of Pentacles. But that 8, and the fact that you have the 8 of Pentacles as well, this is that card of the Apprentice. And so I feel like for some of you, you are leaving behind, you know, a job that didn't pay well enough, a job that was really oppressive, it didn't make you very happy. But you're going into this wonderful new career where you are learning. You might be starting from the beginning, but it's exciting, it's fresh, it's new, it's fun, and it brings you a lot of energy. it brings that spark back into life. And I guess that would explain that 8 of Wands as well. This is like a lot of text messages, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, a lot of running around here and there. So I feel like this absolutely could be a new job here for some of you in October, or certainly that you're thinking about that and you're thinking about leaving a position to go to somewhere else. Now, you've got the Queen of Cups here. Now, this could represent you, Cancer, because it's a water sign. I would normally read this as a Scorpio, so you may have a very significant Scorpio in your life in October. But this is, because it's a general reading, this can be any water sign, so a Cancer like yourself, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And this is a beautiful, nurturing energy. The queens are always nurturers, and the Queen of Cups is the most nurturing of all of all of the queens. And this is you not only nurturing yourself, but nurturing other people as well. I feel like if you're not nurturing yourself, you should be, Cancer. It's a really deeply emotional card. And when this card comes up, feelings are running really deep here for a lot of you. And I feel like something very significant is going on in your relationship here as well. Whether they are, platonic relationships or romantic relationships, I feel like, there's a beautiful energy of happiness and nostalgia, thinking back to the past. You've got that 6 of Cups. This is just wonderful, beautiful energy. And not only that, you've got one of the best cards in the deck, the 10 of Cups. This is where you are so happily fulfilled in your home life, in your relationships, as I said, whether it is your love relationships or just your friends, your mates. You are just in such a beautiful place in October, so much joy. This is almost like you've made your wish and it's come true. It's like you're happily ever after. You're in this amazing place. And I feel like I'm getting like this Scorpio energy or this Queen of Cups. If this doesn't represent you, I feel like it's someone that's making you think about the past and all of the fun times you had and all of the good times you had in the past as well. Now, this is a very multi-layered card, the 6 of Cups. This is you might be thinking about kids or having kids. If you don't have kids, obviously, you're thinking potentially about having kids, or you're thinking back to when you were a kid and when, life was so joyful and fun and you had no cares. It's just beautiful, emotional energy that brings you so much joy. But, it's interesting. You've got that the 8 of Wands, and this card can sometimes be the arrows of love. So for those of you not in a relationship, you could potentially be bumping into someone that really floats your boat. Could be a Scorpio. And look, Cancer and Scorpio go hand in hand. They are a beautiful match. But you've also got the Page of Pentacles. And I would normally read this as a Capricorn. And, Capricorn is Cancer's opposite sign. And often they really attract and they just get on so well together. So this could be a Capricorn, but it could be any earth sign, Taurus or Virgo as well, showing up for you here. But, the page, all pages are messages or messengers. So I feel like there's some really great news coming in here for you. Now, if you've been working on a project, if you've gone for a job and you've filled out a lot of forms and gone for interviews and things like that, and you're waiting, know that you've done all that you can do, but I feel like there's going to be some really good news coming in here for you, because whenever the Page of Pentacles comes in, it is often a message, an affirmative message, so it's an answer of yes. But it is really good news about your finances, about your career. You might hear about, somebody's giving you some money, or, there's just some really nice financial news there, often with that Page of Pentacles. But let's get some clarifying cards out. Now, I don't know, did I say this was the Mystic Palette Tarot by Ciro Marchetti? I just can never remember. I do apologize. And I'm going to be clarifying with my mystical tarot deck that I always use, because I love this so much. Wow. That Knight of Swords. Now, that Knight of Swords has been coming out and another card flipped over there as well. The Hangman. That Knight of Swords has been coming out for a lot of people. So I feel like there's a little bit of hectic energy for you in October, particularly because you've got that Eight of Wands. That is busy, busy, busy energy. But it's not like, I'm not feeling like this is negative at all. This is exciting kind of energy, but this is whirlwind energy as well. Now, you've got the Hangman card. Now, this is the card of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius and Cancer are actually a beautiful match as well. But the Hangman card can talk about you having been in a bit of suspended animation. And you may have been feeling stuck, like things haven't changed for a long time. But if you have been, know that this is for a reason, that you are in this kind of suspended animation so you can assess where you are, assess where you're going, and you can make plans for the future as well. But if you have been feeling quite burdened with this energy, know that this isn't going to last for long. There is some swift changes coming in there, absolutely. Changes that are just coming in, and it's going to break you free of any kind of hanging in suspended animation. But the beauty of the Hangman card as well, if you have been kind of feeling stuck, it does allow you to look at things from a different perspective. Rather than feeling like you're stuck and things aren't happening, I always use the analogy of this Seven of Pentacles to just jump here. There's an element of waiting here in this as well, and I always use the analogy of that farmer. I don't know if I've said this to you. I do apologize. The farmer has the land. They till the soil. They plant the seeds. They water them. They weed them. They fertilize them, and they can't go out and pull on the little shoots to make them grow any faster. So all they can do is wait for that fruit to ripen on the bough. So I feel like when you're in that place where you're feeling like things aren't moving, things aren't happening, just look at things from a different perspective, and this is going to kind of help shift and change and break you out of this this stuck kind of energy. But yeah, with that Knight of Swords, things are absolutely changing up very quickly here. Okay, you have the King of Swords, the Five of Wands, wow, and the King of Pentacles. A lot of people around you, kings are figures of authority in your life. They can be your boss, they can be a parent, they can just be someone that wields authority, sometimes in your life. Now, the King of Swords I would normally read as a Gemini, but this can be any air sign because it is a general reading. So a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian. The King of Pentacles here, this I would normally read as a Taurus, but any earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, you've got the Capricorn there in the Page of Wands anyway, and some people actually do read that as a Capricorn, so you may have a significant Capricorn in your life. But the Five of Wands, I feel like this is a card of training, of playful conflict in a sense. It's like you are trying to get better at what you do, and you look at these people, they're all dressed the same. It's like they're in a team. They haven't got swords, they've got wands, they've got sticks, so they're not trying to kill each other. This is kind of playful conflict, like a sporting event, or where you're in some sort of conflicted energy, and you could be this could be like you even going for a job. You know what I mean? If you're kind of trying to get that position, and you're in battle almost with other people who also want that job. So that's kind of the energy of the Five of Wands here. But I feel like this is even learning, going for exams or doing that kind of stuff, but it is a good outcome for you. You are getting better at what you do. Now, these kings, like I said, kings wield authority. They wield power. The King of Swords, now this could be someone in your life that you go to get advice from. This is someone like a doctor, a lawyer, a psychologist. They are really great at giving you advice as well, and they are very good at being able to just speak on the facts, not allow emotion to become involved in any advice or decision. They just tell it how it is. So this could be somebody that you could be going to for assistance. And that King of Pentacles, wow, what an abundant energy this is. This is a lot of money, a lot of power. This is someone who is great at running a business, who is often a CEO or a manager of some sort. They are quite often wealthy, but they're generous, and they're a great mentor as well. Now, if these don't represent people in your life, these can actually talk about qualities that you are going to be taking on board in October. So some of you could very well be being promoted, being a manager, and having to lead others and mentor other people here as well. So that's really nice energy. But gee, a lot of people around you here in October. Okay, now I'm going to take these. So there is an absolute celebration here for you in October. I love that card, that Three of Cups. This is an emotional gathering, but joyful emotional gathering that you have with probably many of these people, and you just have so much fun. Often this can talk about an engagement. I mean, you do have the arrows of love there. An engagement, a wedding, a christening. It can talk about one of those kind of big occasions. But if you don't have one of those in your life, this is just getting together with a bunch of people that you really love and connect with and having a wonderful time. But in that lot, you have the Fool, but you also have the World. Wow. So you have the beginning and the end. How it's always the way. The Fool is the first card, even though it's a 0, it's the first card in the tarot, in the major arcana. And the World is the final card in the Major Arcana. So I feel like where you have successfully completed something, and this is joyful completion, there's no sadness here. This is you being able to sort of walk through that portal. It's the end of an era in your life, and it's you beginning a brand new exciting adventure. This can even talk about you moving. This can talk about you going on a holiday, as a real life thing, or if it's just a brand new beginning. This can be in the way you think, in a new career, whatever it'll be different for all of you, and you'll have to let me know in the comments what it relates to. But absolutely new beginnings here after a successful completion of something where I feel like you're taking a big sigh and going, whew, thank goodness that's over. You know what I mean? Yeah, and look at that. In that lot that came out, you have the Ten of Swords. Something that was really troubling you is absolutely dead, done, and over with. It's gotten as bad as it can be, and you are really moving on. And look at that. You have the Nine of Cups. Again, did you have the Nine of Cups? No, I think that was Gemini. You have the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is you absolutely getting what you wanted finally. And you also got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there is something that you've really been wishing for here, Cancer, that is going to come to pass. That Wheel of Fortune is that karmic wheel that turns often in your favor, more often than not in your favor. And the fact that you've got the Nine of Cups here, this is absolutely a wish come true. You might be in the right place at the right time. You might get that new job that you've wanted. You might even get a windfall, for some of you here. But the hard times, I feel, are well and truly coming to an end. And there is this beautiful, joyful new time ahead of you. Now let's get a final card out from the now. Whoa, they came out very quickly. I'm going to take them all. I usually only get one, but because they all kind of flew out at once, I'm going to take them. So, patience. Don't jump the gun. Wait for the right circumstances to present themselves. Okay, there is a little bit of element of waiting, as I said, in that Seven of Pentacles. You can't make things happen faster than they're going to happen, but they are absolutely going to happen. And you had the Hangman card, so there is a bit of patience in that. But I don't feel like there's too much waiting for you because of that Eight of Wands and that Knight of Swords. You also had alignment. Things are falling into place. Synchronistic events are occurring now. That's absolutely got to do with that Wheel of Fortune. Like I was saying, the karmic wheel is turning. Things are falling in your favor. They are, you happen to be at the right place at the right time. And the final card that came out in that lot is peace. All is well. Enjoy the serenity. Allow the universe to take the reins. I love that for you, Cancer. So after any of that really difficult, traumatic, mental anguish that perhaps some of you have been going through, there is peace, alignment, all coming into play for you in October. So I hope that resonated with you. Please take me up on my offer of that mini reading. Don't forget, make sure you leave a comment after you nominate your amount so I can attach the link to your comment and you can just click on it and go straight there. If you would like to help me in another way, I've got an online store as well where I sell beautiful crystals and antiques, so you might want to check that out to see if there is any little treasure there. All the jewelry, apart from the antique ones, of course, but all the jewelry is all handmade by my beautiful mum. They're all one-off pieces only. You're not going to find a million of these on Temu or Etsy or anything. And they're all really well made. And we can also do bespoke stuff as well. So you can email us on that website. If you're going to a wedding or some special event, we can make something especially for you as well. And if you don't want to do any of those things, just a subscription and a thumbs up would be amazing and help me out so much as well. So have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next month.